Fox 61 News at 10 starts now.
Good evening and thanks for joining us for the News at 10. I'm Carmen Chow. 2 people are dead after a boating accident in Stonington. Officials say the crash happened late last night, but fishermen reported the damaged boat floating offshore earlier this morning. Fox 61's Lindsay Kane is in Stonington with more on what police say went wrong.
Environmental Conservation Police say a 20-foot boat crashed into that breakwater late on Friday night. But it wasn't until Saturday morning when someone called 911. Officials say it's too dark out here on the shoreline in Stonington, and likely the boaters couldn't see the rocks coming.
The boat made contact with a break wall just off the shoreline of Stonington Harbor. 2
men are dead after a tragic boat accident in Stonington. Officials say that crash happened late Friday night. At 7 o'clock Saturday morning, 2 people found the boat damaged, floating in the water about half a mile from the Stonington shore.
Fishermen that were leaving the harbor that morning located the vessel adrift offshore and ended up calling 911.
When crews arrived on scene, they found both men dead in the boat. Sergeant Dakota Fliss with the state's Environmental Conservation Police says the boaters crashed into a breakwater, one that likely couldn't be seen out on the dark waters.
So there's no lights in that area that it lit it up really well, and where they were, that rock wall is very dark, and it's rocks amongst the water. It's kind of hard to see at night, so it would be difficult to navigate.
The accident leaving the small Stonington community shocked. Libby Cook, a mom of 2 boys, says her son was fishing Saturday morning near where the damaged boat was found.
I knew that they were going to head off and do some tuna fishing, and I knew they were getting an early start, and then woke up to those headlines where there had been a boating incident. So, of course, yeah, my heart sank.
She says she was able to find her son offshore, but the panic serves as a reminder to her kids why water safety is so important.
And the not knowing, and again, just knowing that boating safety is paramount. It's important for the safety, for the navigational tools, for the kind of the rules of the road.
A message police are trying to spread, as too many lives have been lost on the water this summer.
So just got to really be careful out there, whether it's the weather or whether it's nighttime and it's hard to see, or congested waters. New boaters out there, right? It's really a dangerous thing. There's not roadways like there are out here where there's a line dividing the two paths. It's not well lit like it is the road. It's dark.
The 2 men have not yet been identified. Police say they've brought the boat off the water for further investigating. In Stonington, Lindsay Kane, Fox 61 News.
Lindsay, thank you. And also new tonight, Stonington wasn't the only city with trouble on the water. The boat launch at Ferry Park in Rocky Hill reopening after 2 separate vehicles drove into the Connecticut River. This happened late last night. Officials say both cars were leaking gas into the river, but have since been removed. They also say both of the vehicles were unoccupied when officials eventually got them above water. So far, no injuries have been reported. A follow-up to breaking news that we brought to you yesterday. Police are still on the lookout for a man they say shot a security guard at Buckland Hills Mall in Manchester. Their lead suspect has been since identified as a 30-year-old Richard LaPlante of Windsor. It happened just before 12:30 in the afternoon. Police tell Fox 61 a Macy's loss prevention officer was shot twice in the stomach after trying to apprehend a shoplifting suspect outside of the store. Officials have been looking for the suspect ever since.
We are investigating any possible lead that we have, trying to make sure that we're doing the best we can to keep the mall safe, the hotel safe, and everyone in this area.
It was just a little strange, very, pretty scary, because you had different people telling us different things, and half the people in the store didn't know what was going on, and it was just craziness, madness.
A warrant has been issued for LaPlante's arrest, and investigators are following leads to locate him. If you have any information, they're asking you to give police a call.